YouTube, what's going on? Thanks for clicking on my channel, Appalachian Smoke Wagon. Today we're going to talk about my EDC, kind of an update. I have an older video from like late winter, early spring. A few things have changed, and today we're going to go into my on-body EDC and kind of what I keep in my vehicle. So we're going to get into that, but before we do, thanks for clicking on the channel. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe button for me, leave me a comment, hit the like button. All those things help push our video through the algorithm. And as much gun content, I can't talk today, that as we get out there, the better it is for the Second Amendment cause. The Second Amendment's really important. It's the teeth to the Constitution. The Second Amendment protects the First and the rest of them, so we've got to keep the Second Amendment alive. So, with that said, let's get into it. My EDC update, 2024, going into fall. First thing is a knife. I use a knife a lot through my daily life. Like, I'm a regular guy, work a regular job. And this is a pretty interesting knife. It's nothing expensive. I actually found this knife at a flea market and got it really cheap, which it's crazy. It's a Kershaw and it's marked high point. I don't know if it came with a high point pistol or maybe a high point carbine. I don't know, but it's a small knife. It's really smooth and it holds a killer edge. Like, it will shave right now. I keep it sharp because I'm always cutting through cardboard and tape, and just the size of it, this is a really cool budget knife, and I've never seen one marked high point. If any of you guys out there know where these come from, if they come with a high point pistol in like a combo or something, let me know. But I really like this little high point. It's I think, let's see, yeah, it's a Ken Onion design. I guess that's the blade style. I'm really not a big knife guy. I just know I carry one every day because I use it a lot. And that's the little knife I've been carrying now for several months. A handheld flashlight. This is my old trusty Streamlight ProTac 2LX. It takes two CR123As. It's very bright, and as you can see, this thing has been through it. I have carried this thing for years now. I can't really put a number of years that I have carried it. Thinking back, I'm guessing since like 2018, maybe 2019. So I've carried this knife in my pocket, or this flashlight, I'm getting ahead of myself, for many years now. All the finish is about gone. Where it rubs up against the other stuff, like the aluminum's wore down. I have had to do a couple warranty things on the knife, or the flashlight. The pocket clip broke, and I got a short in the tail cap, and I just contacted Streamlight, and they had a new clip and a tail cap out to me immediately. So it's back in service. I think when I bought this thing, it was like $60. Solid choice for everyday carry handheld flashlight. It's really bright at nighttime or early. I'm out with my job. I'm out real early in the mornings. Like, I get up between 1:30 and 2, and I'm at the warehouse by 3, loading my truck for the day because I drive. And so a lot of my day I'm out in the dark, so lights are really important. So this one has been awesome. I couldn't recommend it more. For the price, you can't beat it. In that pocket, I also have some change. I also keep at least one silver coin with me. This is a 1-ounce silver buffalo. A couple $1 pieces that I just carry, and then just some pocket change. Beats, my earbuds. Like I said, I drive, so I listen to a lot of content through the day while I'm driving, and these things have just been solid. I've had these for probably going on 2 years now. awesome earbuds. They work. They have the noise cancellation, or where you can cancel the noise out, or you can hear through them. They've just been solid. They hold a good charge. I usually keep one in, and when it goes dead, I'll put it back in the case and put the other one in. And I usually just run one in my ear because I like to have my situational awareness. I like to have one ear completely open at all times. But yeah, these Beats have been awesome. I've accumulated a lot of information with my Beats. Then in one of my cargo pockets, I have my wallet. This is just a cheap Amazon wallet. Always keep some cash on you. You never know what could happen. And look at what happened with SHTF that's happening down south right now. 2 hurricanes back to back. You never know what could happen. And if any SHTF happens, power goes out, you're going to have cash, because you're not going to be able to tap your phone or use a card. You're going to have cash. So I recommend always keeping a little bit of cash on you. It would just be wise. So yeah, my little cheap RFID blocking wallet. In the other cargo pocket, I always keep a tourniquet. This tourniquet I've been carrying, it's a Cat 7, I think. That's what all the guys in the know recommend, is the Cat tourniquets. They trust them. Tourniquets. And then if you don't know how to use a tourniquet, you should go I'm sure around your area, wherever you're at, you can find a medical class, or even just online, learn how to use a tourniquet. Because if you're carrying a weapon every day to defend yourself, they tend to poke holes and make blood leak out. And if you're leaking blood, you need to get that stopped really quick, or someone else. Maybe you'll save someone else's life with this. Tourniquets are very important. I highly recommend keeping a good tourniquet on you. And that's about it, other than we'll get to the firearm now. Right now I'm currently carrying a Tier 1 concealment holster with a magazine carrier on the side. This is the mag from my everyday carry. So I carry one in the pistol and then one in the sidecar. And I have other holsters that don't have the sidecar, because this tends to get kind of uncomfortable when you're sitting in a driver's seat for many hours of the day. So I go back and forth. I really like this style. This is really where I've trained a lot at for my reloads. So I really like this style. So I keep 2 magazines on me. Spear Gold Dot. Maybe not the best defensive round, but a really good choice. So Spear Gold Dot. And for the smoke wagon itself, this is definitely an update from the last EDC video. This is my G19X. It's pretty much fully tricked out. We have the Trigicon RMR, which is, in my opinion, one of the best pistol red dots you can get. They're solid. I've had this one on many different, probably 3 different pistols in the last, I've had this thing for 4 or 5 years. It's been really solid. It's been carried every day. You can see the finish is still on it. It's losing a little bit right here. Man, just a really solid option. On my birthday, every year I change the battery, and the batteries have always lasted me a year. I don't know how much longer than that you can get. I don't know what the numbers Trigicon states. I know the numbers they state are really high up. I don't know. I've never left the battery in to see when it died that I can remember. So I always change it out around my birthday, and my birthday's coming up on the 10th. So this past Sunday I actually removed this and put a new battery in it and went and re-zeroed. You can see there's no magazine in the smoke wagon. You can see the chamber is clear. You see no brass. I had the afterburner and radian ramjet combo on this, which makes this thing such a pleasure to shoot. I love that combination. I have a Parker Mountain machine compensator on another Glock 17, and it works, but this ramjet, they knocked it out of the park with this ramjet. I have a Trigicon suppressor height night sights. We got the green tritium in the front and the orange in the back. And I don't know if you can see or not, but these have kind of rusted from me sweating on them a little bit, but it is what it is. These things are a tool. They're not a fashion thing. They're tools. They're gonna rust. They're gonna get scratched up. That's just the way it is. I really like these sights. I kind of really enjoy just the blacked out sights, and I had a set of blacked out Ameriglows on this pistol for when I first got it and first started vetting it in, and actually lost the front sight on the range. It was Loctited and everything. I don't know if I didn't put enough Loctite or what, but it actually vibrated off. I couldn't find it, so I had to steal these Trigicons off of another Glock that I had, and these things have been solid ever since. We're probably about between 500 and 600 rounds in on this thing with no malfunctions. Everything runs solid. I never change any springs out in my carry gun. A lot of guys only want to carry a stock gun, and I get that. I understand that because you want it to work when you're going to need it to work. But I shoot a lot, and I trust this gun because I put a good bit of rounds down range and haven't seen any problems. But like I said, I don't change out any trigger springs or anything. Now, it does have the Glock performance trigger in it, which I really like. I haven't seen any problems with it yet. I installed it in this pistol pretty much as soon as I got it, so all the rounds fired through it have been with this Glock performance trigger. It gives you a really nice break, reset, and it's a Glock factory product. So that's about the only thing I change in the internals, other than like the putting the afterburner in. And like I said, this thing's just been dead reliable. We have a Streamlight TLR1 HL on this thing, and I've just stuck with these because they're about half the price of Surefires. Do I want to get a Surefire? Yes, absolutely. And a lot of the holsters that are compatible with this, some of them are compatible with the Surefire as well, like my Battle Belt holster. I have a Safariland, and you can run this or the Surefire in it. So maybe in the future we will get a Surefire. They're kind of expensive. And I have a couple of these TLR1s. They've never let me down. And like I said, my work day, like about a fourth or maybe a third of my work day is in the dark. So light is very important to me. I also done the silicone carbide grip enhancement on this pistol. And where I carry it inside the waistband, it's really rough on the skin. I probably should have rethought that before I done it. That's why I have it wrapped in this multicam grip tape stuff. And I actually like this stuff because I have big hands. And I double wrapped it right here. And it just gives me a way better, it feels way better to me with my big hands with this stuff wrapped on it. I still get a great grip. I can still shoot just fine with it. And it's feels a lot better up against my skin instead of the sandpaper. I do like the silicone carbide, but I would only stick to using that on like a competition gun or a strictly outside the waistband smoke wagon. Then we got a SLR Rifle Works magwell. These are probably my favorite magwells. They look really good. They function really good. This one is specifically made for the 19X and the little nub you have there. Now the 19X actually won't use Gen 5 17 mags because they had that extended lip. And a lot of guys will Dremel this off. I've just left it on because I have plenty of mags that I know fit this gun. So I just left it and used the magwell because the problem with a lot of Glock mag wells, they want to pull down in the front right here, but with that nub there, it keeps this mag well super solid. And that's my EDC gun at the moment, and probably for a long time in the future, because I really like this gun. The 19X is my favorite Glock. I had an original 19X that didn't have the optics cut or anything like that, and I really liked it. And then when I seen this one, I bought its factory not factory Cerakoted. I think we come to find out this is like a Chattanooga Shooting Supplies special. I guess because this one is direct milled for a RMR footprint, and has the Cerakoted slide, which is held up pretty good. I've drawed and carried this thing for months now, and you see a little bit of wear right there, but nothing major. So it's held up really good. No complaints there. Really love this weapon for my EDC. And for the most part, that is about all I carry on my body. Now, like I said, we're going to go into vehicle 2 here. I've got some of the major things out of my vehicle that I carry. But before we get into that, my watch. This is a Garmin. I think it's a Venue 2 smartwatch. I've been using this watch for, I think the wife got it for me for Christmas 2 Christmases ago. It's been a really solid watch. I like it. And then also I have my old school G-Shock, which I really like this as well. I kind of go back and forth between the two. Smartwatches, they're super, I don't know how to put it. I really like them. They're super handy when you need them and everything. But I think I'm really going to go back to old school watches. I have my eye on a dive watch I really want to get my hands on. And maybe coming in the future, we'll have that on the channel. Lights in the truck. This is an Olight Seeker 2, I think. I know Olight gets a lot of hate. And on their lights, but I've used Olight for a long time. Is it my go-to weapon light? No. But for a vehicle light, this Seeker is awesome. It's got the lock feature where you got to rotate this to unlock it. And man, this thing has 4 LEDs in it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got 4 LEDs. It's super bright. Magnetic charging. I keep it in the console of my truck. I've used it a bunch. This is just a good truck light in my opinion. So there's my truck light. I keep a balaclava, and if you've watched many of my videos, I've wore this balaclava in several videos, because you never know when you're out traveling or whatever, what could happen. You may need to conceal your identity for some reason. If shit hits the fan and they're trying to round everybody up into train cars, I'm going to throw my balaclava on, and I'm bugging out. Just put it out there. So that stays in the console. Hearing protection. This is super, super important. You may not have time to put your hearing protection on in a SHTF moment in the vehicle, but if at all possible and you have time, get your ears on. Even just having some earbuds in would help. It's not gonna be perfect, but it would help. But if you had these in and throw these on over top, you're gonna be protected from rifle inside the vehicle, but even just shooting a pistol inside the vehicle is going to be super loud in that little enclosed space. So always keep a set of hearing protection nearby in your vehicle. These are the Howard Lights Impact Sports. They're super reasonably priced, and they work really, really good. I have the upgraded gel cups on these. They're super comfortable, and they give you like superhuman hearing. Like it's directional. You can hear coming from what angle they're coming, sneaking up on you or whatever. they're super good for the price. So I highly recommend some good ear protection in your vehicle. Like I said, I keep a tourniquet on body in the vehicle. I have a medical kit that's one, I'm not going to dig through this, but another tourniquet, trauma shears, chest seals, quick clot, gauze. There's some band-aids in here. I'm allergic to certain bees, so I have an EpiPen in here. Just a medical kit is a really good idea to have in your vehicle. Then I'll lay it out here. This is my SOE micro AKM4 micro rig. This section it can hold up to 8 AR magazines. You can hold 4 AK magazines. Then you can put whatever you want in this pocket, medical, whatever. But you can also put 4 more AR mags in this pocket. AK mags are a little too big to fit in this pocket, but these pockets are adjustable. They will take AK mags. A Surefire light here, some rats tourniquets, just a fixed blade knife right here, another flashlight right here, just a Bushnell, just for an extra backup light. And then this is the newest edition. I don't think I've done any video on this. This is what SOE calls the FUPA dangler, and it velcros to the back of your micro rig and hangs down, and you can keep whatever you want in this. I actually got their pistol mag insert, so I actually have 4 more mags on just on my rig of pistol. I thought that was really cool, a really cool addition to this piece of kit. And then in this pocket I just keep like some there's a cheap headlamp in there. There's an AKM4 front sight tool and a AR front sight tool, because you never know when you're going to have to make some adjustments on your front sight if you're out zeroing. And I've zip tied them together so because they're small, you don't want to lose these. And then just a cheap headlamp. I do need to get a better headlamp, but for right now it's just one of the cheaper Energizer headlamps that does work. And then my keys, which should have been the on-body part of the video, but that's just a quick rundown of some of the things I keep on my body and in my vehicle that I can get to quick. Let me know how you guys roll. What do you guys keep on your body, in your vehicle? Did I leave anything out? There is stuff that I didn't drag out of my vehicle to bring in here to show, but I think I got some of the most important stuff. If I left anything out, let me know in the comments. Thanks for clicking. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're a real, true OG member of the Smoke Wagon train, and I appreciate you. Help a fellow gun guy out. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. And I appreciate you guys. Just been trying to think of something, some kind of catchphrase to use at the end of my videos, and I haven't come up with one yet, but I'm thinking it needs to be more towards get your feet on dirt, get your guns out, and learn to use them, and stay proficient with them. Shooting is a perishable skill. If you're not doing it monthly, at least once a month, you're not going to stay proficient. And if you're carrying a gun, you need to be able to hit the threat. So get out and practice, get your feet on dirt, let the sun hit your skin, breathe in some fresh air, get off the devices for a while, and go enjoy nature and enjoy your guns. Enjoy your 2A right. It's a God-given right, and go enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate every single one of y'all. And until the next one, Smoke Wagon out.